I'm Douglas Johnson. I'm the author of The Root Causes of the Sudan Civil Wars. The original reason for writing the book was that I was asked to explain to people who were involved in NGOs dealing with the conflict the causes of the war and the reasons for the war. Now that was some time ago. Of course, one of the problems with the book is that once you explain why the war began, you've then got to explain why it went on so long and why it didn't end and why it is only now just ending. The book tries to explain the number of different interrelated causes for conflict in the Sudan. And while of course it is a history to a certain extent of the war in the south, it tries to explain why the war in the south is only but one of a number of interlocking conflicts in the Sudan. It doesn't say much in detail about Darfur. It says even less in detail about the eastern Sudan. It says something about the splits and the schisms within the Muslim community of the northern Sudan. And therefore, it is something that can be used as background information to analyze more recent events that have taken place since the book was first published. For instance, when looking at reports about fighting in Darfur, are the sorts of causes for conflict that are described in the book applicable to Darfur? Is the sort of resolution that has been applied to the ending of the war in the south applicable to Darfur? Looking also at the peace agreement, which was signed after the book first appeared, one can use the book to look at the peace agreement itself and say, are the provisions of the peace agreement really addressing the root causes of the war? How does the implementation of the peace agreement confront and try to answer some of the causes of the war? This would be one way in which that book could be used by somebody coming new to the Sudan.